think it's recorded. I don't know. Gonna have to edit the snot out of this one. There we go. Then we have to go like this, or we get a, what do you call it? One of them things.
What? Oh, turn ready. You turn off my radio.
We have to. You can't have music playing in the background, or they like kick you off YouTube.
Yeah, if it goes longer than 30 seconds, I think in a couple of mine that way where like it's still there, but
you can hear it in the background. They have an algorithm that picks it up. Oh, we're not supposed to advertise other people's products either.
Are we actually talking?
We're not good. Yes, we're talking. We're not gonna tell y'all that this is like the bestest chocolate milk ever.
Cheers. Rob and West S, kicking it West S style. I figure as long as we got to go to Lubbock get parts, we might as well do it this way.
Enjoy.
Now, I don't know if we have anything to talk about, but we both need to do a video, so here
don't
we
eat
go.
this hot sauce.
Oh,
He's eating the hot sauce. I can't eat the hot sauce. I'm sweating. I took one bite with hot sauce on it.
Y'all like how I drive hands-free? I got one of those new trucks that all you have to do is use your mind to control where it goes. Because that's safe.
This truck keeps reading Braille. Directional Braille. Whatever you do, don't get like flaming hot potatoes and eggs and then get like flaming hot. My tongue is on fire. But anyway, yeah, we're going that way, which doesn't tell you anything unless you can figure out from the phone. We saw like what, 5,000 or 6,000 geese at one time. He saw them first. They just like they darkened the sky yesterday.
It was the coolest thing. You know, we get some really good sunsets out here, as I've told y'all, and you've seen a couple of them. But last night was spectacular, beautiful. I mean, the colors were incredible.
Did you notice it looked like a giant hand?
Yeah, yeah. Some of the rays and then a spot coming up. Yeah. And while we were looking at that, we just finished doing some work and we're heading into town. And I stopped because I saw some geese, and literally there were, I bet, 5,000 or 6,000 geese all in a big group flying over there. They had been circling around in smaller groups, and they all wound up together. And I couldn't get the camera out quick enough, so I just enjoyed it. But it was absolutely breathtaking.
It was crazy. I mean, there was. You know how you see the starling swans or whatever, the balls, but it was geese. I mean, they weren't in a ball. They were all like, I don't know what would you call that. It wasn't a V, because it was just like.
Yeah, because it was about a 2 mile wide. What do you call it? But
it looks like you're. Looked like some little kid with a crayon and drew all over the sky and ducked.
Yeah. So I don't know what we were going to talk about this morning, but one of the things I noticed was SOS posted a one-liner on his Patreon account about the CDC wanting everybody to be ready for a nuclear attack or nuclear detonation, I think is what, when I finally found the news article, what it talked about. And so that's kind of a neat thing to speak of, because that's something kind of in the back of our minds. That would probably be my number 2 or 3 thing that I would consider being important to prep for. My number 1 thing, Wes, I don't know if I've told Wes this, is catastrophic loss of electrical power, like an EMP, be it from the sun or be it from some bad guys, some bad actors, detonating something over and causing that. I think that one is less likely, but a blast from the sun, a coronal mass ejection from the sun that could overload everything, is a mathematical certainty. It will happen at some point. How much damage it does, how hard they are against it, we don't know. But we're going to get another one. In 1859, they had kind of a double whammy called the Carrington event that was catastrophic for that day and time, but they weren't relying on electricity then, and so.
I was going to say, it made all the candles go out.
Yeah. Certainly made the telegraph lines go out.
This is something being different on. I think that the other one is just as likely because it makes sense. I mean, are we going to get slammed by the sun sooner or later? Yes. Are we just as likely to get slammed by some short fat guy with a bad attitude and a bad haircut? Yes. Does he have the capability of doing it? Yes. Maybe.
Very
All you got to
light.
do is get it built, put it on a boat,
Yeah.
and it go across the ocean.
And
You and me could go across the
That's
ocean.
exactly right. What Wes just said is exactly the way I anticipate something like that would happen. The Iranians practiced for a long time on that kind of a launch scenario. They had, a few years ago, they launched kind of a high-tech, a better version of a Scud, basically, straight up in the air at a slight angle, and it went up to a certain altitude and it blew up, and a lot of people said, ah, ha, ha, they don't know how to do it. But the Iranians were real happy. They thought that test was a success. Later on, they got caught on spy cameras and stuff doing some like missile loading on cargo ships. That's the perfect way to get something like that here. Everybody knows this. But, you know, get a cargo ship just off the coast. You can launch a missile that doesn't have to go very far to do what it needs to do. So yeah, high probability. You're right about that.
It's crazy stupid how bad this could go, how quickly this could go bad. I mean, when I was working offshore on the platforms in the Gulf and stuff, there were guys from the Koreas and Taiwan and stuff tying off our buoy. So we had North and South Korean fishing boats. I'm talking 30, 40 foot little fishing boats, literally tied up 100, 150 foot off the Texas coast.
In the Gulf. Wow. That means that came all the way through the canal.
Yes. On little boats, okay? And if they're in the Gulf, they're off the shore of California.
Yeah.
There's nothing to prevent them. They can, I mean, they got to be kind of courageous, but the right time of the year, you can go across the ocean, there's no problem. I mean, you don't even need to be smart anymore. If you got a cell phone that the whatever can see and you can keep it charged up, it'll tell you where you're at on the globe. You can sail anywhere now. I mean, I could sail around the world. You're not going to catch me in a boat that long, but I can do it. Well, especially on a sailboat. The thought of deliberately chasing down the wind just doesn't make any sense for a guy from Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, out in this part of the world where water is fairly scarce anyway, we're not exactly inclined for that kind of thing.
I always thought that story about the prairie schooner or whatever was cool.
Yeah.
The story about the sailboat wagon. Yeah.
But who knows?
But the EMP thing or something like that is entirely possible.
Yeah.
Or quite honestly, one day it could just be that everybody overloads anything.
Or, you know,
It could be a bad car wreck, believe it, hit the wrong substation.
something that's just about as likely as a cyber attack. You know, the hackers get into the systems that control the grids and just screw everything up that way.
Yeah.
That's still another way to cause.
Well, some guy got in and messed up the ones at a little undisclosed town down south here. Once. I mean, it's not hard to do. That stuff shouldn't be computer controlled. I'm sorry. That stuff, I mean, well, just make the computers more secure. No, how about just like not have it hooked to the web? How about just make the guy get in his truck and drive down there and do what he's got to do?
It's not that hard to go.
It's not that hard. You don't need to be able to do everything from your smartphone. That's what's wrong with this. See, I don't know if y'all noticed this, we're not doing this on a smartphone. That feels weird. But not everything needs to be connected to the internet. I know people that have their doorbell connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Let's hack your doorbell and unlock your door from anywhere in the world, and let me go in and get your TV, and your cameras aren't going to be recording your house anymore. They're going to be recording the neighbor's house, or it's going to show a 24-hour loop from...
Right. Yeah, like Mission Impossible kind of thing.
Just, I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. You know, the lock on your front door, let's make it accessible to everybody. There's some geese.
Ducks. Gooses. Yeah. Gooses and ganders.
I think the ganders are goosing. Oh no, wait, the gooses are gandering at the ganders.
He's clever.
I was working at it. God,
So anyway,
I think that guy broke his tractor. He drug it out in the middle of the trees, and there's trees wrapped all around the shredder. I don't think he meant to do that.
yeah, as I stomp on the brake, I'm in a different pickup than I've been the last couple of days. This one actually has good brakes. I have to remember that the first couple
Dude,
of
I
times.
almost flew through this the other day.
Oh yeah?
Who put the freaking red light in the middle of the highway?
This is a stupid place. They got a perfectly good overpass. They could have routed all the traffic through, but no, we're going to put a stoplight here.
In the middle of 4-lane
Yeah,
U.S. highway, and they put a red light.
yeah.
Who does that?
Your government at work.
I guess they wanted people to be able to get in and out of the Sonic.
I guess.
Stupid. They should let us run the country.
They should let.
They should.
Yeah.
We could do this.
That would go pretty well.
So right now we'd both be on vacation in South America. Hey.
Be down shaking hands with Hugo Chavez. Good.
Hey, hombre.
This is pretty random. How long have we been going now?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to look at y'all's face. Okay, bye. Now anyway, this is Wes S.
And Rob Painless.
We're probably signing out because we don't know how long we've been talking, like 10 minutes.
Plus, I forget to set my cruise control and my foot on the gas pedal. No.
Yeah. We're not going to try to wait around for a rattlesnake moment or something where y'all can watch us like tumble through the bar ditch or something. We're just going to go ahead and get out of it. Y'all have a good one.
Cheers.
Don't die.